Hey, everybody, welcome to Saturday Hockey Talk. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Talkin' Habs, Saturday Hockey Talk Live, where we talk about anything and everything Habs, hockey, and life with your host, Rick Seligman. Go Habs, go, and let's talk hockey. The road to the 25th Cup is under construction. I know what that is. Hey, everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talkin' Habs. I have it. I have it on the other window. Two channels going. I got that. That's what the noise was. Okay. All right. Welcome to Saturday Hockey Talk. Haven't done this in a while. I'm sort of. I'll probably do this at 7:00 starting from now because the hockey games are on. Nobody watches at 8:00 when I do this when there's a hockey game. So, but tonight we're here. I'm going to talk about actually whatever you guys want to talk about. Round 3. The upcoming draft, and anything else that you might want to talk about. I don't mind. Floor is yours. Let's see who's here. And then there's a question there I got to answer. And I'm going to need that. Almost hit end screen. End stream. Don't do that. Comments. All right. Guru. Welcome in, Guru. All is good. All is good. Daryl Adams. Hey, Daryl. You asked me, how's things going? Way Galley's been playing last few years. If you were the Habs, would you buy him out? My initial thought was I wouldn't because of the cost, blah, 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 blah. So I went on Cap Friendly. They've got a tool. You can check it out. So, obviously, when you buy out a player, it doubles how many years he's got left on the contract, how many years you have to pay him. So Gallia will have 3 years left. He'll have to be paid for 6 years. But if this is correct, they save his full salary on the cap hit this coming season. Then it's like 2 point something million, then 4 million, then 2. It's not that horrible. When you look at it all, it'll cost them of the 3 years. It'll still cost them 2 of those years in total money, but it saves them a little money. I don't know, with the cap going up, I don't know. Maybe they do this. I don't know. I think they wouldn't do it for this reason. It's a classy organization. They treat their players very well. Galley gave everything to this team. I don't know that they're just going to buy him out like that. I have this feeling he's going to play another year here, and then we'll see. That's the best answer I can give you. Phil. Hey, Phil. How's it going, man? TGIF. Let's talk about Rempe. We can if you want. Kokayemi. KK might get bought out. I think he's going to get bought out for sure. It looks like it anyway. For KK, I mean, as long as they want to swallow that pill and go like admit that they did something stupid, then yeah. So I know there's a big rumor. We'll see if they do that or not. Ray, I need my feet here. Ray, thank you. I got a big announcement, and that announcement is this: T-shirts are available as of right now. All you have to do if you do want one, right now I've only got 24. You can see them behind me there. No, wait, wrong hand. There. Come on, coordination. 2 kinds, 12 of each. That's for right now. We'll just keep getting more. Let's see. What do I know of these? The one that's right behind me here, that is a Fruit of the Loom. That is going for $65, shipping and taxes all included. The other one over here, that's a Gildan. I'm wearing the design that's up there minus. Anyway, that's $60 plus. That's shipping and taxes. Everything's included. All right. If you're interested, shoot me an email at talkinghabs@gmx.com. Email's in the description, and we will arrange this for you. All right. We'll be doing transactions via Interac. All right. So let me know. I will keep bringing this up all night. So t-shirts are if you want me to sign it, just ask. I don't mind. If you want me, the problem, I don't know, like, okay, yeah, these I can because there's some white stuff. See, this one I can't. There's nothing really to sign. But yes, if you want, I'll sign them for you. No problem there. Just have to request it in the email, and then I'll give you how to. Through that, I'll tell you exactly what you need to do, and it is going to happen starting tonight. So officially, t-shirts are available. I'm wearing one that, see, this one is just like the one over here. There's white in the center. This one doesn't have it, and this Habs logo is gone because has to be gone for that. But you have your choice, either one. There's a dozen of each right now. As soon as they're gone, we'll be ordering more, so don't worry. Oh, I should mention, right now I can only do in Canada because we're using Interact. It's the only way I can do it right now. So for the moment, only in Canada. Pity, only in Canada, they say. All right, let's see who else is here now. We got Metallic Ink. I don't think so. What's that? Do the shirts come with an? Yeah, I asked that. Sign Metallic. No. Hey there, Joe. Hey, Lucas. Ah, shit, man. That sucks, dude. That sucks, man. Listen, I hope it heals quick. And you know what? The thing is, you'll find workarounds to you'll figure it out. But sorry to hear that, dude. Great way to go into the summer, right? They are good injuries, but when you have to work or it's not as fun. When you're playing baseball, you can't play baseball. Not as fun. All right. And Lucas, we got to get together, and I owe you a shirt. I got one. I think it's this. I'm not sure which one I've got, but I think it's this. Not the one I'm wearing though. Brand new in a package. Gray and bronze sharp. No, I'll sign it on the white. I'll use a black Sharpie. I've got those. So no worries. But I mean, I don't know. Does anybody really want my autograph? Like, what does even that mean? Sorry, can't wrap my head around that. But if you do want it, I have no problem. All right, so what are we going to talk about? We got all kinds of stuff happening in the playoffs with the draft coming up. Draft is in, let me see now, 31 days. We have a draft in 31 days. Am I right? 31 days? Doesn't sound right, but I think it is right. June 28th, by the way. We'll be doing a big show here on both channels. And we will, by the way, people on Don't Puck with Media, welcome to the show. I see all your comments, so don't worry, just comment, and I see everything. I am like the wise one. I see everything. European sports ruin your sleep. What happened? Oh, I see what you're saying. I got it up there. That's what happens when you like football, not North American soccer football. That's what I should call it to European people. Soccer football. XP, Windows XP. Wasn't that a good Windows? Let's see, Phil. There are not a dozen guests. There were 5 plus me. Cam and Alex, Matt and Harry from the channel. And there's the other guy was Jamie Bascow. He is a Philadelphia Flyers beat writer and a friend of the channels. I'm glad you liked it, though. I got the idea a couple of weeks ago, and it mostly came out the way I envisioned it. Mostly. There's a lot of editing. And I had a lot more. There's going to be another version coming out on the new channel. It's not going to be the same thing. It's going to be an extended version of everybody, what they said, because there's no way I could put everything. But on the other channel, I don't mind putting an extended. So you get some of what's in that video, but a lot extra that I didn't have time for. I couldn't fit it in. Even what I had was too long, really. But I'm glad you liked it. If you don't know what he's talking about, there's a new video out. It's called Draft Hopes for the Bruins, Flyers, and Habs. And we all just give our I have a total of 6 questions, but 2 of them are just for one person each. And then the rest we all answer. And I just, I think it's an interesting video. Reminds you of the old-timey Metal Juice Rocks. Really, I never heard of that. You know where I got my inspiration from? MASH. If you remember, anybody knows that show. There were, I think every year they did one of those interview episodes. The guy would come in and interview them, usually be in black and white, if I'm correct. And I just thought of that, and that's where it came from. Great group of hockey nerds. That is true. At least you won the game there, Lucas, but it sucks, man. I've had my pinky broken. Just the tip, though. I don't know if you can see. It's a little crooked, just a little bit. When it happened, I didn't even know what happened until like hours later. No pun intended there, eh, Lucas? Vista was bad. Just they're talking about. I didn't. I refused to get Vista. Lucas, yeah, that's it exactly, right? The adrenaline, and you don't feel it right away. It sucks, though. How long ago was this? Gotta be 9 years ago I did that. Well, not really I did it, but it happened to me. All right, so nobody wants to talk about playoffs or draft or anything like that? Remember, I've got what else? What have I got out there? I got the Who Stays Who Goes video I put out since the season ended. I put out my mock draft, which I may have some different ideas about some of it. I put out this the Tijigan potential pick at number 5 for Montreal. Can talk about any of that. Talk about the playoffs. I've seen some. I'm going to watch the game tonight. This year, first year of my life, I've been actually watching playoff hockey, all different games and stuff. So trying to keep up with everything. So we can talk about any of that or anything else. Come up with anything, I'll answer. You have a stuffed tendon in your right pinky due to music. Okay, 2 questions. What exactly is a stuffed tendon, and what do you play? I play guitar. Like it, saying I play guitar is kind of. I know a little bit. I play a little bit. I'm not very good. I'm running 10 on this computer, by the way, Phil. Yeah, I've had 11 on my laptop. Overall, I still like 10 better. Who are my picks for the conference finals? You say he hopes it's Edmonton versus Florida, but could really go any way. No, that's not who I have. I had first of all, I had in my bracket. I only got one wrong. The last series, Edmonton and Vancouver. I had Vancouver. So right now, I guess I've got Dallas. So Dallas, Edmonton. I have Dallas to win that one. And on the other side, I got them right. I've got Florida, the Rangers, and I've got Florida to win that. And then if you got between Dallas and Florida, I got Florida to win the Cup. That's for my bracket. And as I said before, it's it's what I got in my bracket. I'm not changing at this point. Okay, Joe, still have a question. You stuffed up the tendon like what? Up your butt, in your ear? Like what? I don't get it. I still don't get what a stuffed tendon is. You have to be a little more medical terms and not Australian terms for me. I don't know how else to say it. EBST, best instrument. Yeah, that's not an instrument. Let's talk. Well, you want to talk trades? I mean, ask a question or propose a trade. Oh, okay. Now I get you. See, right context, Joe, and I get it 100%. Yeah, no, I get that. Because guitar, I mean, there's chords I can't play because of the stretches. I can't do it. And I know what it feels like when you're really stretched. It freaking hurts. Yeah. What does Zegras cost? Too much. Natchez. I know Montreal seems to be interested. Perfetti, I'm going to say too much. Who also can be the new hook doc? Not Zegras. Natchez, apparently Montreal's interested. To what degree, I don't know. But apparently they're interested. Depending on what it... I don't know. Is it a trade you got to make with Natchez? I think so, because he's an RFA. So depending on what it costs. Natchez could be a good ad. Do they need him, though? It depends on where they feel they are, and I don't know. But I don't think it's Zegras. Perfetti, I got to think Perfetti's going to cost you something, no? I mean, he's also going to be expensive. So I don't know. Best I can tell you, but I do, like I said, I'd heard that they have had interest in Natchez. Lucas, yeah, but it's their Florida's first time. I mean, Tampa, I mean, it doesn't count really, does it? It's not necessarily because I want Florida to win either. I made my picks for the brackets. That's the word. And I did them really quick without a lot of thought in it, and I did good in the first two rounds. So I'm just not going to change. But I think I did say at some point, watch after the first round where I did really good. Second round on, I'll probably be shitty. So we'll see. Yesterday's game was great for neutrals. You mean the range? I don't know. I had it on. I was doing what was I doing? I think I was dozing. But I was watching. I didn't find an overly exciting game. Overtime came. I fell asleep. Woke up. Game was over. Rangers won. I need Florida to win because it's my bracket. So I don't know. I didn't find it an exciting game for some reason. I don't know why. Phil says his gut tells him Tkachuk will not stay in Ottawa. You sure it might be gas? Maybe you try. Maybe I don't know. No. Where does he go? I don't know. Probably. I mean, there's a big rumor of Florida would be interested in him. Go there with his brother. I don't know. What's the price for him? He just signed. Last year? Didn't he just sign a contract? So he's got like 7 years left on it. You hope this year's Stanley Cup final is the antithesis of last year's Stanley Cup final. And last year we had Florida. And, can you believe I'm blanking on who the hell won the cup last year? Help. I'm totally blanking on who. Someone tell me who the cup winner was last year. Jeez, Vegas. There you go. Thank you. Meaning that, Vegas isn't in it. That's a big thing. I don't know. What do you mean exactly? Oh, boring wise. I see. Yeah, I mean, of course, I'm gonna watch. I might even cover the series. I might cover the finals. I haven't decided yet. So then, yeah, I'm hoping you're right, and it would be exciting, especially if I cover it here. Are you saying the LTIR cheating Vegas? It didn't do them any good, though, in the end, right? Not this year. So, and I'm not happy with but I mean, in the long run, everyone's allowed to do it. A lot of people use LTIR money. Montreal uses LTIR money. Do I like what Vegas does, though? No, I mean, I don't, but, they're not cheaters, though. I mean, we could say they are cheaters, but first you got to prove everything that we're accusing them of. That hasn't been proven. I mean, as far as I know. And everybody's allowed to cheat that way, right? In the long run, everyone's allowed to cheat that way. Conservative lawyer, right? How's it going? What about Stamkos coming to the Habs? I heard he only wants $6.1 million a year for 1 year. Oh, he's looking for a single. For 1 year, I'm good with that. But I just don't want them to sign him for any length of time beyond 2 at the most. But for 1 year, I mean, really, it's for $6 million. It's not bad. You're not. There's not a lot of risk because it's just the 1 year. If he gets hurt and he got to go on LTIR, you get the money back. It's not the end of the world. But Stamkos just wants 1 year. I don't know. You want to hear me say how innovative and amazing Sean Avery is? In what way? Because Sean Avery is just an asshole. I don't know if that's too innovative. It's definitely not amazing. Hell, I'm an asshole. Not very innovative. You called them Vegas Zombie Nights? I don't think I watched it at all, so I don't know if it was interesting or not. Hey there, David. He's an asshole that found out a great legal way to disturb the goalie. What? By jumping in front of him and doing that? Doing jumping jacks, pretty much? Do I still think we're taking a Ginla? I do. I'm trying to figure out here what Joe's talking about. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. But no, listen, they overdo it a bit, but everybody is allowed. If anything, be mad at the league for allowing that. So at least, let's say this way. I guess it's in the CBA. They've got to fix that. Either in the governor's rules or the CBA, they got to fix that. I don't know, but somebody put his stick 3 inches from my face. I think I would take his head off and let the league deal with it. No, I tend to. I mean, I don't know. Have you ever watched this show before, Phil? I tend to not credit assholes and people like that very much at all. You think it'll be Lindstrom? I think Lindstrom's a possibility. I'm not saying that, but I know Montreal is interested in Iginla. They have met with him 4 times over the last season, scouts probably, but they've met with him and talked to him. There's interest there. As far as Lindstrom, I don't know about that part. But no, listen, Lindstrom, if Demidov is there, and these guys are definitely an option, and they could be picked. Yeah. But I think their target, I personally think their target is Iginla. Iginla's the guy I want. Now, I have to say, though, if Demidov is there, it's hard to say, well, I don't want a guy like that on my team. No, I mean, you know what I mean? It's if they pick him, I'm okay. But I want Iginla. They never pick who I want, by the way. I'm hoping this year changes that. So we'll see. Phil, don't ask me things you know I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say that. No, I wouldn't punch him. I would put my stick a lot fucking closer to his face. That's what I would do. You want to threaten me? I'm going to threaten. No, I'm not going to threaten you back. I'm going to do it. Then the hell with it. If the ref won't do something about it and the league won't do something about it, sometimes you got to take it into your own hands. Anyways, if you think Sean Avery's a genius or whatever you're saying, I guess Austin Matthews is kind of player for you. You think Lindstrom will make them tougher? I mean, I don't know. That's not. I gotta say, it's not something I particularly read. Now, it doesn't mean I read everything about the kid. It's not something I've read about him yet. I have kind of read that about Iginla. He can play a physical game. So I don't know. I'm not saying you're wrong, and like I said, I don't know, but I'm going to be. I think the next guy I'm going to do though is Beckett Seneca. I think I'm going to do him next, and then probably Lindstrom after that. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to do Demidov because, I mean, is Demidov going to be there at 5? Oh, shit. A huge. Oh, is that a spider or a bee? Oh, it's a bee. Huge bee. Outside my window. You want another big winger? You can have Corey back on your team. No problem. You want to lose? You can have him. At this point in his career, we're not winning anything with Corey Perry. Do we need that huge guy though? I mean, we have that in Doc and in Slavkovsky. We basically have this guy Lindstrom. Basically, not saying they're exactly the same player, but it's basically the same player. What we don't have here is an Iginla. We don't have that guy here. So, when you have too many guys that give you the same look, does it not make you kind of predictable? I want to throw someone in there that's gonna not be as predictable. Guy that's gonna move around and all over the place. To go along with Hudson who does that. I want that kind of guy. Yeah, I don't think Demidov can fall that low, Lawyer. The Habs will get a top forward in this draft. But we have Jack Guy already, Phil. They don't have to draft him again. Or he didn't get drafted. Phil, he has a huge effect on the game. I don't think people really appreciate the way that Jack Guy's presence and the game that he plays affects the game, how it impacts the game. If you look at the metrics, I guess those numbers, he's the best defenseman on the team that way. He has the most positive effect from the defense, I believe, in the game. How much does Slav want? There was a rumor yesterday that Cam fell for. He got 8 times 8. He's not getting that. I have no idea. Personally, they're probably going to give him, maybe not a bridge. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But if they're signing to a full deal, it's 8 years. It isn't going to be less than 6.5. That's for sure. Right? But maybe if they sign him long-term now, they can get him a little bit less than if they wait, which is, yeah. So I don't know. When is his, honestly, when do they have to sign him? Is his ELC up? It's Jack Guy that needs a contract. I don't think Slav needs a contract yet. I could be wrong. Phil, I see what you wrote there about Perry. Are you forgetting that it is 3 years later? Next season it'll be 4 years later, and he was already 34 or some 35. Unless his name is Mork from Ork, he's not getting younger. He's aging like everybody. If he was like 30 when he came, or whatever, okay. But I mean, he was already old. I know all about bees. Don't worry about it. I know all about bees. Not afraid of bees. Conservative lawyer, what I think you saw is exactly what people tried to tell me was, and that it was a fake story. He'll get the 8 years. I don't think he's getting $8 million. There's a similar player in New York, Rempe, to Jack Guy. Okay. I don't agree with that. Rempe's a dirty piece of shit. He might be young, whatever, and all eager. He's dirty. You tell me Jack Guy's dirty. Or you're saying the effect, the fear effect. I don't know. If anybody out of New York I'm afraid of, if I was out there, would be Trouba. More than necessarily Rempe. Besides, Rempe gets out there in the playoffs 5-6 minutes a game. Lawyer, yeah, I could see. I don't know if he'll sign, though, 8 years, $6 million. I would say if he's going to sign 8 years, it's going to be a little higher than that. I would dare say even if he's going to sign 8 years, probably closer to 7, if not 7. Term would be, well, it depends. If they give him a bridge deal, it's 2-3 years. If they give him the full term, it's 8. Who was predicted to be the fastest draft prospect? Should Habs go for a speedster? I don't think skating or lack of speed is a problem for Montreal, personally. Listen, I'll tell you what. You can have a hockey team. You can have Corey Perry till he's 60. I don't care. But no. Slav expires, so he's got one more year left. So they can stop. They can start talking to him on July 1st for a contract. Exactly. That's what I was getting at there, lawyer. Rempe is dirty and doesn't respect anything. So that's not Jack Guy. Lawyer, he could sign for more than Suzuki. Kent Hughes already said it's not. He'll sign players at higher contracts, but at his age and everything, no, he won't sign for more than Suzuki. I agree with you, but there will be players that might sign for more. Okay, but Phil, that's why you wouldn't win. I mean, I'm just sorry. When the player is old, they're old, and you can love them all you want. It's not a fantasy. We don't live in a fantasy. Jack, I doubt gets 8 years. He's going to get a bridge. I don't see Jack getting an 8-year contract right now. And for me, Slav, that's $500,000 too much for me. Doesn't mean you're wrong, but I mean for me. What's Beck's status? How close to making Habs? I don't know exactly. Honestly, I don't know. Oilers aren't playing who? Does Phil have a time machine? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Okay, this time now to remind everybody, if you want one of these T-shirts up on like the walls here. Hang on, let me get. There's one. No, took the wrong thumb. There's one there. If you want that T-shirt or the one over there, they're available as of tonight. You can buy a T-shirt. All you have to do is send me an email at talkinghabs@gmx.com. I will give you all the details. They're available to be bought through Interact only, so Canada only right now. I've got a dozen of each available right now. Let's see. The one that's nope. There. I'm not too good today. That one is 65. Taxes, shipping, everything included. On the other side, 60. Same thing. Taxes, shipping, everything is included. It looks like a bong? What looks like a bong? Your time machine looks like a bong? No, it is a bong, but every time you take a hit, you just feel like you're no. I tried. Sky Renault, hey Sky, how's it going? Yeah, that's it. Sky agrees with me. He's not getting an 8-year deal right now. 2 or 3, bridge deal. They can't sign everybody, first of all, to 8 years. They can't sign everybody to 8 years. And personally, I don't think Jack Guy's going to have a problem or be upset to sign for 3. Joe says 4 or 5 max. 4 or 5 is kind of long for a bridge deal, so it wouldn't be a bridge deal. But no, I don't think that long. Probably, probably 3 years. This is what I'm going to say. Now, as far as Slav, who they can also sign, they might take a chance and sign him to a bridge. I don't know. That's a good question of whether they'll sign him to 8 years or a bridge deal. Yeah, Sky, we agree definitely 2 or 3 years for Jack Guy. So, what would you say for Slav then? Since we're in agreement on this, what do you think about Slav? You feel Habs should keep their powder dry this year? I'm not 100% sure exactly what you mean by that, David. You're going to have to elaborate. Lots of deep prospects coming up too. I'm not really worried about that. I think Jack Guy's spot on the big club is pretty much assured. Nobody else in that prospect list brings exactly what he brings to the table. Yeah, it's either going to be 8 or a bridge, but I think you're right. I think it's going to be the long term. You calling me a gent? Night, Phil. Have a good one, man. I don't think I'm a gentleman. Am I a gentleman? I don't know. At times. At times not. Well, let's see. We got 18 minutes left because I'm watching the game at 8, and I'm going to let everybody be able to do that. Not here, obviously, but. What, you talking about Jack Eye? Because Jack Eye spent time in. Yeah, no, even with that. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying now to me. Yeah, no, even with that, yeah. Got to remember with Jack Eye, remember he said he was playing with that injury all year, right? So he wasn't playing 100%. He's been operated on. He will be pretty much 100%. Considering he's not a shooter, I don't think that's a problem. He may not fight 100% of the time that I'm wording that right. He may not fight as much as you might expect for a little while till that shoulder gets fully. But I think he's going to be fine. And yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's a problem with the AHL time. 8 times 7. See, that's where I'd go between 6 and 7. I'd go as much as 7. Prefer 6, but I mean, yeah, 8 times 7 makes sense. He's not going to get as much as Nick and Cole, but he's going to get close. That's what I see. And one of the reasons he's going to get close, but not as much, is because of his age. And they said that about Nick and both Cole, that yes, they may sign other players to more money, but with Nick and Cole, this was partially to do with their age and experience. So that's what I think. Olympics in early 2026 might be a factor when it comes to contracts. In what way? I'm not sure what you mean by that. For a future contract. Still, I'm not sure what you mean by it. Oilers aren't playing. What? Oilers aren't playing. What are you saying there? Old guy? Perry? Habs shouldn't pay big salaries in trades. Yeah, I don't think they're going to get anybody of that, like either UFA or trade for somebody that's a big player making big. I don't think so. Like if they get Stamkos, that's it, they're signing him. He's a UFA. Stamkos had 1 year. If that's what he's willing to sign for, 1 year, $6 million, I could see them doing that. Why? Because the guy they're going to probably pick at the draft, who may be a winger that would play there, I doubt that guy's going to be ready to be in Montreal next season. 1 year of Stamkos, I could see on a second line wing. Yeah, that makes sense to me. As far as big money, big name players, not this coming season. Potentially the year after, but not this coming season. Do I think we need a goalie? You mean at the draft or to sign a goalie? No, I'm perfectly fine with Monty and Primo. No, I'm perfectly fine there. Joe, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think if they win a gold medal or a medal there that, well, now I'm going to sign for more. I don't think I don't think it'll affect it in a big way. David, yes, he can, but apparently that's all he's looking for. Someone said it, or I don't know if this is a fact or not. Someone mentioned it earlier. If that is the case, I could see them doing that for 1 year. There's no commitment. I'm sure they'll have the money for that, just the one season, and it gives them that second line winger, to hold the place of kid that's coming up soon. No, I don't think we need to sign a goalie, Sky. I really don't. You got Dobish down in the minors. Like I guess you're worried, like if there's an injury, but I mean, like where is he going to play? I don't know. And I think Fowler could be here, not this season, obviously, but the one after that, Fowler could be here or in Laval. He might be that kind of quality where he only stays in college a couple of seasons. That's a potential. I guess for depth, if maybe you want to sign somebody not too expensive but give you some depth. But as far as for Montreal, I'm comfortable with Monty and Primo. We have some good prospects, but I mean, they might feel they need a little bit of depth. Jeez, I hope that's not an omen. A little bit of depth in case of an injury, right? Because you never know. Like Monty could get hurt. Then you got Primo. You'd have Primo and Dobish. You might maybe want to have, but I don't know where they put them or what. I don't know any of that. I haven't thought about it to know. I'm sure they'll draft a goalie at some point in this draft. Usually you get one, maybe, you get one or two, depending on the year, to keep the prospects going or the system. You were thinking, I can't pronounce it. Lolkinen. Why do I know that name? Finnish goalie? He's a free agent this year. Where does he play now? I can't. Why am I not? I'm not remembering where he plays. Like I said, it depends. If they can fit him in as depth, I don't think they're looking to replace Primo and Monty. I gotta say, I think they're Buffalo. That's where, yeah, that's where. I think they're kind of happy with the goalies. There's no reason not to be. And they did get 3 last year at the draft. I think one Didn't get something. I think one guy's already out of the system, but I could be wrong. But yeah, they drafted 3 last year: Fowler and 2 others. A kid from the Q, who looked promising. So signing a goalie, maybe not then, and but they'll probably draft one later rounds. It wouldn't shock me. So we got 10 more minutes to go. 10 minutes to go because the game is on at 8. I'm not missing the game tonight, and I got to also eat supper because I'm kind of hungry. So we got 10 minutes. Yeah, whatever you want to chat about. Obviously, we're right in the middle there. And if you're interested in a T-shirt and you want one of these T-shirts, well, not this one of the 2 on the wall, email at talkinghabs@gmx.com. I will give you all the details for the T-shirts. The one that's over my shoulder is Fruit of the Loom, $65, taxes included, shipping included. And the other side there is a Gildan, and the same thing, but for $60. It's a little cheaper. And yeah, let me know. Just me. I read the Habs are being offered number 9 in the draft from the Flames, and 5 would give us 2 big forwards to draft, like a Ginla and Seneke or Lidstrom. I haven't heard that. I mean, okay, so you're saying the Flames are willing to trade us number 9, but not getting number 5 in return and whatever other stuff? I don't see that happening. I can't see Calgary not wanting to get a top pick. Top 10. They got a top 10 pick. I can't see that. They're in a bit of a rebuild. They need to. So I don't know. I hadn't heard about it. I hadn't seen the rumor. To me, I'd say it doesn't make sense. I'm going to say that's not a real rumor. And anyways, even if it is a real rumor, rumors are what they're rumors. That one don't make sense to me at all, though. One Russian goalie at the same time is Fowler's not Russian. You got a Russian goalie, the guy from the Q, and Fowler, yes. Who I got for tonight? Well, I've got Dallas to win that series. So, Dallas? How's that? And don't give me, oh, you're Canadian and you should go over Edmonton. Why? Edmonton's not my team. If it was international and it was like between Canada and U.S. or whatever, of course I'm going for Canada. But just because Edmonton's a Canadian team doesn't mean I have to pick them to win a series. Yours is breakfast brunch? Oh, nice. Nope, mine. I got to get supper together. This guy's got a Ginla for the Habs as well. Yeah, I think, it's between Lidstrom or Ginla, I think, for most fans. For most, not all, but so. Well, and I've seen polls and stuff, and Lindstrom has more fans than Ginla, it seems to, for that pick. The Flames, probably that's what they want. They probably want a Jack guy for their 9th pick. They're not doing that. Well, first of all, if Ginla is there for number 9, you got to figure Calgary would take him. Conroy Leb's who? Jack guy? Everybody wants Jack guy. They've been taking calls on Jack guy since the season ended for them. So just 10. Oh, that's the time there? That makes sense there, Joe. Anyways, Jack guy's not going anywhere. If you think they're trading Jack guy for whatever pick, they're not. They're not. They're not. I'm quite confident in this when I tell you that. Like, I mean, would you do it? I wouldn't. I mean, Jack guy, you know what you got in Jack guy. You got something good there. Even a number 5 or a number 9 pick, it's an unknown. As much as we know about them and this and that, it's still an unknown. That doesn't make sense to do. Never read about what? Yeah, I mean, he said that they've, or I don't know if it's writers, but I mean, he's had a number of calls on Jack Eye, and he has said no. But we need size on the wings, so you think we can't get size on the wings? We got to trade Jack Eye. I mean, but think about it for a sec, what you just said, right? And I get we need size on the wings. You're taking a huge defenseman, physical, rough. People are afraid to be on the ice with him. Brings you that size. He's just not on the wing. And you're going to trade that away to get what? A possible player, because he's a draft. It's a draft pick. You don't know till he gets to the league. You don't know. It's an unknown. How does that make any sense? When you can get plenty of good, talented players with size. And again, listen, he's a 6-footer. He's not the biggest guy, but he's not the smallest. Oh, Matheson's going nowhere, my friend. Nope, not this season, that's for sure. Does anyone believe in Craig Button's thoughts on draft or anything? I listen to Button. I it's not end all be all, that's for sure. But I like Craig Button. You have to give something to get something. I get it, but you're saying here, let me give you this guy. He's an NHLer. He's a hell of a defenseman. And you give me back this question mark. What's behind door number 1? Like, really? You're going to do that? I'm not doing that. I'll give them, one of the young defensemen, not Jack Eye, not Caden Gooley, not Hudson, not Mayu. I'll give him one of the other ones, sure, even 2 of them. But I'm not creating a hole to fix another hole. Any deal can be risky, but you're totally taking an NHL player and you're trading it for a question mark, especially at 9. 9's not 5. There's a difference there. I did not. I think you're seeing rumors that aren't not accurate. No, I don't think Mayu's in play. No. He's in play to maybe make the team. I don't think he's in play to be traded. Aki, that's exactly it, except it's a bird in hand. But yes, a bird in hand is worth 2 in the bush. Oh, you corrected it under there. Top 12 in the draft is even more than that. But they're still unknown, though. They're unknown. You don't know what they're going to do when you get to the big league. You don't know for sure. It's still a question mark. Have a good one, Joe. Thanks for being here, eh? Me too. I'm going to get going. All right. So please remember, if you do want a T-shirt, email is in the description. It's at talkinghabs@gmx.com. Get in touch with us, and we will get a T-shirt off to you. All right. That's it. So I'm gone. I'm taking off. When am I back? We're back on, I don't know when I'm back for. I don't know. It's unknown. I'm working on a video tomorrow for the other channel. Yeah, I don't know. I'll let you know when I got a video out there. How's that? That's really vague, isn't it? All right, everybody. Have a great night. Thanks, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it. Please check out my video I put out today or any of the other ones I put out recently. I think you'll like them. And that's all I got to say. That's it. Till next time, please stay safe out there. Peace out. And have a great night. It's Saturday night. It's just, it's only 8 o'clock. Got lots of time to do shit. So, so do some good shit out there. Have a good one, everybody. See you next time. Ciao.